So this is IRYS's Relationship Viewer. Our initial kind of working name for this was the 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, for a very good reason. You know, we think of insurance in terms of relationships, and they're incredibly important, but yet in legacy, we really had no way to visualize relationships between businesses, between people, and what influence a single person has over your entire book of business, and the impact that they have. So basically, we got in front of a whiteboard and just drew this thing out. We started with Margot as our best example. You know, perhaps on a homeowner's policy and a personal auto policy, you see her as a driver, but it leaves out the fact that, you know, she also owns other businesses. And if you're only represented in a system as a driver on a personal auto policy, then nobody knows the true value and what premium and revenue-wise you could actually mean to somebody's agency. So by the time you start drawing in all of those relationships to the businesses that she owns, that she's involved in, the associations, board memberships, the value of that person to you as an agent increases exponentially. And then you can start leveraging your relationship with her to get into all these other places. So in this example, because we love Parks and Rec, we talk about Ron Swanson. Ron Swanson is still married to Tammy 2 at the time, and Tammy 2 is on the board at Pawnee Library. Maybe that's an account that you've tried to get after for a while, but because it's a relationship heavy account and you need to have an inroad there, you now have that because you can see that connection. And then it also helps us when we turn back to how do we want to structure our data within IRYS. It really just kind of blew everything that we knew from legacy apart and said, okay, if a person is a person, why are they represented 100 times within the same system? We're going to say each individual exists one time. Ron Swanson is one human, and he gets connected by his relationships to all the other things that he takes part in, whether it's a personal relationship or a business relationship. And that way, when it then gets down to the data that we use, and that is free and open to use at IRYS, you have the ability to pull data that's accurate and you're not having to scrub through it. Ron Swanson, when you look at him, you see him one time and it's not 15 versions of him. But when it comes to marketing, it also means now that you can leverage Ron Swanson's personas. So if you're targeting something for personal lines, you're not going to talk to Ron Swanson as the CEO of Very Good Construction. You're going to talk to Ron Swanson as a member of the Swanson household. And same thing if you're targeting for a business risk, you get to target Ron Swanson in his business persona, which makes marketing much easier. There's no longer scrubbing through lists, and it just overall cleans up data structure. So now you can use your data for good.